Alright folks, new patch on the common test, patch 1.21.1 with overwhelming fire. Yeah, it's practically autocannons and overheating mechanics, except it's not what you think. What is this? This is not a new tank. Well, technically it is, but what is this? Twin Barrel 88 Flakmaus. It's not scary, right? Just make the coaxial 75 work with the 128. You'll be fine, but nope. You have to have twin barrel 88mm. I think this was drawn up too, but never actually produced, but holy crap. You also have a Sheridan with a brrr. You put a GAU Avenger gun from the A10 onto a Sheridan chassis, and there you go. I think the GAU on the Vulcan is actually smaller than the actual plain version. The plain version is a 30mm. The Vulcan M113 is a 20mm GAU 17. This is a 37mm high velocity AP. It's even bigger caliber than a plane. Holy crap. Jesus Christ. And also testing the overheating mechanics with the Yo tank with the extra large autoloader practically, but it overheats. So gun heating is a thing now, but we'll take a look at these freaks, and these are not the only ones, but let's cover the actual hidden vehicles and hidden 3D styles in the upcoming patch. So there are 2 new vehicles hidden in the game files, as well as 2 new skins. We have the Kanana Jagdpanzer TIII Jager, so practically a Leopard 1 mixed with a Char Future Project 4 a little bit, right? Slope upper plate. It is a tank destroyer after all, but is it the next Scorpion? Probably not. Probably, but yeah, okay. I mean, still looks like a Leopard in the ass mostly, but turret design and the whole sloping is more reminiscent of the Char Future Project 4. It is a premium tank, makes more credit and bonds, and it has a 120mm L65. That's a long gun. Accuracy is good, aim time is good, crew of 3. Tanks.gg has not been updated, so we cannot see the actual dispersion factors. But overall, we can take a look at the base values, but DPM is kinda low for a tank destroyer at tier 9. Usually they have about 2,700 or 3,000 or so it's more sniping mostly. Pin is alright, alpha is okay, it's a 120, so meh. No armor whatsoever. Yeah, there's no armor. There's no armor on this thing. Yeah, there's no armor. Is this slope 40? It's slope 30, but it will be overmatched by most caliber of guns at tier 9 and tier 10. Maybe tier 7s will bounce, but don't rely on it. There's no armor. And is it fast? It's alright. It's more like a slower medium tank than a Leopard 1, so not the slowest, but not the fastest. Very close to the Scorpion. I think Scorpion has more horsepower, about 20 or so. Also, top speed is not that favorable, only 45. Does weigh about 50-ish tons. So not the smallest or lightest of vehicles. Camo is medium tankish, okay-ish medium tank, not the greatest too. And view range is kind of crap at tier 9, but then again, it's tier 9. So sniper, slightly mobile, but not the craziest out of all of them. It has 7 degrees of gun depression with the oscillating turret, but that's a big ass gun into a very small oscillating turret when you think about it. Alright, next vehicle is a tier A premium American tank destroyer, the XM66F or whatever the hell this thing is. It's like American Vipera, the Contracaro 64, but yeah, American Vipera summarized practically, but ew. I mean, is it more worthwhile than the TS5? That depends on the armor, right? But it is more in line with the playstyle of the E4 and T30 when it has a pseudo turret. Yeah, 30 degrees per side, so it's like the Vipera, just not as wide. 10 degrees gun depression, very quick to aim. It is a 120 as well. DPM is actually not half bad for a tier 8, so that's a plus. And let's see the actual armor on this thing, since we didn't see it on the super test. Commander and Loader Cupola are weak spots. Yeah, definitely. The Loader Cupola is only 100. Commander Cupola is 115-ish. Alright, their cheek flatness right here, that's only 240, so Gold Shell will pin. So hull armor is 95 slope, but about 155 or so. So definitely not as strong hull armor as the Vipera, but is it faster than Vipera? No, not really. Still only 35 kilometers per hour top speed and only 13.7-ish horsepower per ton ratio. So not definitely the fastest, but view range is better than the tier 9 German tank de jour. Then again, this is more of a assault gun, so frontline vehicle it is, but there's so many more weak spots comparing this to the Vipera. The Vipera has practically no Commander Cupola weak spot and no hull armor weak spot. The hull armor is actually decent on the Vipera. So taking a look at the Vipera to refresh your memories, Contra Caro 64. Yeah, Commander Cupola small, Loader Cupola small. You could overmatch it, but it's very difficult. And hull armor is actually pretty decent too. So you have to shoot the lower plate, but that is pretty difficult. So yeah, the Vipera is practically better, even with better gun traverse angles too. So XM66F, debatable how versatile or viable this thing is. Yeah, the armor doesn't really hold up. Yeah, the armor is... I mean, you do have cheeks that are rounded 160, so these might throw a few shots. I mean, you could side scrape, but there are a few patches of 50 millimeters. Ugh. That is crap. That is side armor, but... yeah, definitely. You could throw a few shots if you side scrape, but... it's still 50 behind the tracks. Yeah, don't side scrape. Haul down like a normal person. But you expose the flat cheek right here, and the Loader Cupola is still kind of prominent, so hull armor is also kind of bad too. Yeah, it's not that great compared to the Vipera. Not that great. It's still workable, I guess, mostly. But I think you'll have a better time with the TS5 already in rotation in the premium shop. Alright, let's take a look at the two new skins, and that's available. So I already covered the E4 skin. So this is for likely Independence Day for sale in the premium shop, likely, or unless it's a marathon thing, but highly doubt it. So I already covered this skin from the last patch 1.21 with the truck grill for the engine deck. That is kind of nice. So it kind of looks like forwards and backwards, like a EBR, but not really. There's also the Dragon Boat skin, and currently today is the Dragon Boat fair, festival or fair, whatever you call those things, but it is supposed to be Chinese event, not Czech, but then again, back and forth stealing, I guess, of each other tradition. So there's a new skin for the ELC EVEN. Oh my god, it's a bush. You wanted a bush for ELC EVEN 90mm? You get one. Holy crap. It is the stealthiest tier 8 light tank. Now it has a bush as a camo. Just to fit the aesthetics. Oh my word. Not bad, but you have to buy it, likely. And it's likely for like what? At least 20 bucks or 15 bucks in the premium shop. Ugh. It is a bush. And obviously there's a new skin for the upcoming marathon. So basically, practically guaranteed, we're going to have the Model 6 WZ111 for the marathon. This is the skin, looks pretty nice, but the vehicle is practically WZ111 stealing the VZ51's turret from the Czechs. It's a decent turret too. But yeah, this is the vehicle for the marathon. And speaking of which, I was wondering when they're going to release this marathon. So based on the time schedule, it is likely that this patch will hit after maybe August or something, like when July ends. So currently it's a common test, so therefore it'll take about a month for the whole patch to come out from the common test. So therefore the actual marathon will start in August, and which that means you cannot take advantage of this thing. So they're testing the marathon, go to the common test page, yada yada. So battle pass, additional time limited chapter. So this will come out once the actual patch hits, so in August presumably. But what I was thinking is you save up this thing to get bonus battle points from this thing. So you pay 10 bucks, you get a bunch of missions that gives you battle points. But this thing ends in 10 days on July 2nd. So you cannot actually combine this thing with the marathon. So unfortunately you cannot take advantage of this with the marathon, so you have to actually grind the marathon. But overall, it is likely for the WZ-111 model number 6 stolen VZ-51 turret. They didn't even call it that. It is a VZ-51 turret. They even mentioned it in the game files. So go to Chinese, go to vehicles, VZ-51 on the WZ-111. That's a file right there. That's that vehicle. Alright, time for the fun stuff. Let's take a look at the monstrosity. So not just the 3, we have 5 more with autocannons. But let's actually take a look at the stats of the vehicles. They don't show you on the comment page. 6,000 DPM. Autocannon, they don't show you the actual equipment. You're not allowed for equipment, but 250 millimeters of pin for standard AP. You also have APCR with 300 millimeter pin, but they're also testing lower alpha, half of the alpha of the standard rounds, but you get way more pin, 50 millimeters. Shell velocity is faster. Doesn't cost you anything to fire the gun, so try them out on the common test. Accuracy is actually not bad for autocannon, but how the hell do you categorize the research? Oh, you can see the modules here. Base accuracy, time loading between each shot, 0.4 seconds. How many rounds in the clip? 8 rounds in the clip. 15 seconds to reload. I mean, 250 millimeter pin is not bad for an autocannon. Well, it's technically a twin barrel. Not exactly an autocannon. Twin barrel with a clip. Interesting. Hull armor is the mouse. Turret armor is only 80. No way. Alright, let's take a look at the armor. 1 second. They don't actually give you the vehicle. Did they give you the vehicle? How the hell do I see the armor? Let's see. Give me a split second. I think you can see the armor from this page. There's the vehicle icon. There's the armor profile. Oh my word. Oh no! It is 80 for the turret. Oh my. It is like the Waffentrigger off E100 practically. It is just a Flakmaus off mouse. Only 33 on the sides. You get pinned by autocannons. Yeah, no. You get pinned by artillery at this point. Oh my god. It reminds me of Steel Hunter with the camo and stuff. But only 10 for top of the turret. Yeah, that is pretty bad. It's pretty bad. It is slow too, so not the fastest. They don't show you the stats on the main page. What the hell? You have to go back to actual main garage to show you the main stats. Oh. But it has no armor for the turret. That sucks. Alright. Weighs like the mouse. Top speed of 20. Horsepower per turn ratio is terrible. Camo sucks. View range is 400. Crew of 6. It is all. Yeah. It has free standard large repair kit. That gives you a repair bonus, but there's no fire extinguisher. I think the mode is kind of just a separate mode for you to play with, so technicality, right? Alright, Hailstorm. Sheridan with a bird. 37mm autocannon. 400 rounds. 20 seconds to reload. Fires about 1,000 rounds per minute. Nice. Good aim time, good accuracy. DPM is not as crazy as the mouse, but why the hell does it have 3,700 hit points? What the Holy crap! That's a lot of hit points. That's horsepower per turn ratio is good. It's a Sheridan after all. Top speed is okay, not the fastest, but camo is also not the best. It has the 445 maximum view range without equipment. Holy crap. It has no armor, obviously, no armor. How much health does the mouse have? Or Flakmaus have? 5,000 health! Okay. Alright, Thunderclap, 𝙎𝙧𝙢𝙢𝙀𝙧. 200 rounds in the clip. 20 seconds to reload. There's no heating mechanics. Explain here. 240mm a pin, 30 alpha damage. It is a 75 autoloader, practically. Autocannon, autoloader. Health is alright. It is the 𝙎𝙧𝙢𝙢𝙀𝙧. Same turret armor, presumably. I mean, it is the fish face, so should be the same armor. Looks about the same for other stats, but 75mm round. Shell velocity. Yeah, they actually half the damage on the autocannons if you're spamming gold shell. Interesting. Alright, these are the ones you are provided with once the modes start, but there's actually 5 more. Or, yeah, there's 5 more. One based off of a Object 140. Kind of look like a Shilka. Shilka, how they pronounce it, the Russian AA gun. What's the caliber on the Shilka? I forgot. Ugh. I mean, doesn't have the radar dish or the scanning for aircraft things. It looks like a Shilka on a freaking T-54 or T-62 Object 140's chassis, but pen is not as good. Only 8 damage per shot. It is a 23mm. Isn't the Shilka also 23? 4 of them too. 200 rounds. Takes about 12.5 seconds to reload. Accuracy, aim time is also good. It has 120 for the turret front. That's no armor. That's nothing. It's flat too. Oh god. Yeah, it's 120. That's flat. That's flat. It is the Object 140's hull, so could bounce and troll a few shots, but it's a make your own Shilka, practically. Alright. Oh no. As if it's not toxic enough, put an autocannon on the EBR 105. Now it's EBR 40. Because reasons. 40mm autocannon. 100 rounds in the clip. They don't show you the heating aspects, but whatever. DPM is not as crazy as the other ones, but then again, you'll kill a mouse in a minute, so constantly fire in a minute. It is very quick to traverse too. It is the EBR after all, but 10 damage, 40mm rounds. Huh. Neat. Economical project. They all have a freaking description. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Kura 4 too. Alright, moving on. Oh god, that's not cancerous. Oh my word! What is this? CS59 Bat Chat. It looks like the Bat Chat artillery, but it is not the actual Bat Chat hull. Well, technically, the chassis, but it looks like the artillery's hull. Except, what the hell do you have? Rockets? 2x6 Lance Buller. Is it rockets? It has a lot of DPM, but no penetration. So this is not autocannon, obviously. It's twin 6 barrel rocket launcher thing? Are we finally getting the Calliope system from like War Thunder or something? Or even the Shillelagh from the Sheridan? Are we getting rockets nowadays? 10,000 DPM, bordering on 11,000 accuracies. Okay, but aim time is kind of long. Actually, it's... yeah, accuracy is not that great. 2.8. I thought like, oh, 2.8. That's not that bad. When you compare it to 0.3 something, that 2.8, I thought that was aim time. It's not. So these two are flip around or something, but no, aim time is real quick, but accuracy is god awful. It's also fast too. No armor whatsoever. Oh, what is this monstrosity? Good god damn. 10mm at the turret front and 16 for the hull front. It has no armor. None. Alright. It's a rocket system. Okay. Is it AP? It should be high explosive. Let's see. Configure. It is high explosive. Definitely. 150mm high explosive rounds. You have 6 of them. So total of 12. Takes 0.4 seconds between each shot. And reload the whole thing in 30 seconds. Also fire high explosive anti-tank, but reduce the damage. They actually are testing reduced damage gold shell, which is a big plus. It's like the Steel Hunter mode too. That's a big plus. And oh my gosh. Brr, brr. 𝙃𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 E100, StuG E100, Sturmgeschütz E100 with a 50mm rotating Gatling gun. Or chain gun, whatever the hell. It's 50mm, holy freaking crap. There's 8 of them. Oh my. 100 rounds in the clip, 230mm a pin. So not as good as the 88, but then again, obviously, on the Flakmaus. DPM is alright for such a big ass caliber. Takes 20 seconds to load, but it fires pretty quick. What can we test with this thing? This thing actually has armor. It is the 𝙃𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 E100, just not the gun. No camo, nada. Oh. Yeah, these will break the game. These will definitely. Yeah, it's wait, it's only 150? Shouldn't it be like 200mm for the superstructure? It's actually nerfed on the superstructure compared to the 𝙃𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 E100. It's not 150. I know my 𝙃𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 E100s. That's not 150. I may be old, but I'm not decrepit. I know my 𝙃𝙤𝙙𝙙𝙚 E100s. That's not 150. It's 200. Yeah, 250. Never mind. It's definitely not 150. Definitely. So reduce armor on the superstructure as well. And 150 is still better than like what, 30 on the Flakmaus. And finally, T5051 with twin barrel. What's I think it's a 30ish caliber. 57. Okay. 190mm a pin, but more damage compared to standard machine guns. Lots of health too. Well, not as much as the Flakmaus, but the same mobility wise comparable to the T5051. But it is twin barrel 57s, 25 rounds. Wow, that's still pretty scary. Is it as scary as the actual 100mm? Actual 100mm is 4 rounds of 320. I think this might have better burst. 7 times. It's a little bit better burst if you manage to pin all the shells of the autocannon than the actual 100mm. So better DPM, or well, obviously better DPM, but better burst DPM than the actual 100mm autoloader. Oh, there you go, folks. Some of the weird, janky vehicles of whatever the hell this mode. So I'll play with this mode later on, but the most important thing is obviously the marathon, as well as the hidden vehicles and hidden skin. So let me know if you're looking forward to the WZ111 model number 6, because it's not exactly a new vehicle. It has been in the game files for a while. Now it just gets a skin, but is it as crazy of a grind as the StuG TVP100? Hopefully not. Hopefully it's only like 40 stages for this thing, but the skin looks nice. I mean, it's also comparable to the Czech Tankershore skin, but you have to pay a little bit more for the skin. Otherwise, okay. Oh, there we go, folks. Hidden vehicles of the patch 1.21.1 on the common test. So make sure you check out the weird, overwhelming fire thing. But you only get to play with 3 vehicles for now, so we'll see how that goes. If you want the skin for the ELC, be sure to look forward to it. It's a bush. A lot of people wanted a bush for this thing, so... so dumb. Well, as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.